You remember it, right? The first time you heard that familiar "oh, wah" from that fresh-faced Canadian kid in 2009. Justin Bieber's Baby became an anthem, but no one could have predicted that the boy from Stratford, Ontario, would go on to conquer the world of pop music in ways we've rarely seen. From his start on YouTube to becoming a global superstar, this is the story of how Justin Bieber went from a small-town kid to a household name, and how he's still making waves today. Humble beginnings. From Stratford to stardom. Justin Drew Bieber was born on March 1st, 1994, in London, Ontario, but grew up in Stratford, a small city that didn't exactly scream future music legend. Raised by his mother, Patty Millett, who was just 18 years old when she had him, Justin's early life was marked by challenges. Money was tight and life wasn't easy, but Patty saw something special in her son. From a young age, Justin showed off his natural musical talent. Whether it was on drums or vocals, he was destined for the stage. In 2007, at just 12 years old, Justin entered a local singing competition and placed second. His mom, not realizing how life-changing the video would be, uploaded it to YouTube so friends and family could watch. But soon enough, the world was watching. YouTube's sensation to major deal one. Fateful day in 2007, while searching for new talent, Scooter Braun, a talent manager, came across Justin's cover of Neo's So Sick on YouTube. Braun was blown away. He reached out, flew Justin and his mom to Atlanta, and from there everything changed. Usher, the legendary R&B artist, saw Justin's potential and helped him land a record deal with Island Records in 2008. Just a year later, Justin released his debut single, One Time, which was the start of something big. By 2009, his first EP, My World Mighty, skyrocketed him to fame. But it wasn't just the music, it was the beginning of Bieber fever. The rise of Bieber fever. When Justin released Baby in 2010, his success went through the roof. The track dominated charts, his face was everywhere, and teenage girls across the globe were obsessed. Justin wasn't just a pop star, he was a cultural phenomenon. He became the teen idol of the decade, a symbol of that unique time when social media and pop culture intertwined like never before. By 2011, Bieber's movie Never Say Never was released, grossing over $100 million worldwide. Fans lined up for the chance to get closer to the star, and Justin's My World 2.0 album went triple platinum. But with all this fame came the inevitable struggles. From fame to fallout, Justin's troubles. In 2013, things started to spiral. The pressures of fame, paired with the typical growing pains of being a young adult, led to some very public mistakes. From his 2014 drag racing arrest in Miami to his infamous egging incident, Justin found himself in a media storm. The tabloids loved the drama. Despite the chaos, Justin wasn't just a bad boy. He was a young man in crisis, struggling with anxiety and depression, and using substances to cope. The pressure of being constantly in the public eye while growing up without privacy took its toll. "I didn't even know who I was anymore," he admitted in interviews later on. Heartbreak and healing. If you follow Justin's life at all, you know that his relationship with Selena Gomez was often a roller coaster. Their on-again, off-again romance was the subject of constant media scrutiny, and both stars seemed to be growing up in the spotlight at the same time. When they finally parted ways for good in 2018, it was clear that both of them had been through a lot. Justin, in particular, was at a crossroads. The boy who had been the embodiment of a pop star was now confronting some of life's biggest challenges. Finding faith, love, and redemption. It wasn't all bad news for Justin. In 2018, something in his life started to change for the better. He reconnected with Hailey Baldwin. The two had known each other for years, but things really heated up in 2018, and by September, they tied the knot in a private ceremony in New York. For Justin, Hailey became his anchor. She offered him a sense of stability that he had longed for. The couple's relationship gave him the strength to confront his demons. Through his newfound faith, Justin sought help. He began opening up about his struggles with mental health, addiction, and the pressures of fame. He got clean, attended church, and started therapy. it was clear he was on the path to redemption. Music, marriage, and mental health. The 2020s, Justin's journey to recovery didn't just stop with his personal life, it bled into his music. In 2020, he released Changes, his first album in 5 years. The album was a shift in sound, featuring a more mature R&B style that showcased his growth. The song Yummy, though catchy, was met with mixed reviews, but tracks like Intentions and Forever were introspective look at love and his personal evolution. In 2021, Justin followed up with Justice, an album that tackled heavier themes like mental health and social justice. The hit single, Lonely, a heartbreaking ballad, resonated deeply with fans. Justin sang about the loneliness of fame, expressing feelings of isolation despite his global success. By 2023, Justin had further solidified his comeback, with his work recognized by both fans and critics. He was no longer just the kid from Baby. He was a man who had gone through the fire and come out stronger on the other side. The Justice album tours brought him back to the stage, and his message had evolved, from teen idol to a more grounded, introspective figure. 2025. Justin's present day now. In 2025, Justin Bieber has proven himself as more than just a pop star. His music has shifted to deeper, more meaningful themes, and he's openly discussed how he's used his fame to raise awareness about mental health and social issues. As he continues to perform, his relationship with Hailey Baldwin has remained one of the most stable aspects of his life. He's also a vocal advocate for change. Whether it's supporting social justice movements or sharing his journey with mental health, Justin's platform has expanded to include causes he's passionate about. His recent work in charity and activism has reshaped his public image from troubled star to one of maturity and purpose. As of today, Justin continues to balance his career, faith, marriage, and growing family. With the release of his upcoming projects, fans are eagerly anticipating what's next for the artist who never truly faded away. And there you have it. From YouTube sensation to global superstar, Justin Bieber's life has been anything but ordinary. He's faced the highs, the lows, and come out on the other side stronger. What do you think is next for him? If you enjoyed this deep dive into Justin Bieber's incredible journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more updates on your favorite stars, their personal journeys, and more entertainment stories. Don't miss out. There's always more to uncover in the world of celebrity.